Hey everybody, it's Bust with Battles of the Bus number 635. Today we'll be doing battle with Pygmalien. And so, apologies for the delay. I had a busy weekend and couldn't make any of the old content, and then I just couldn't log into the game yesterday. And so here we are today. It's been a bit of a delay, but excited to jump into this battle, see how it goes. And so I'm curious on to how I feel about going forward with the champions in this game. As the open beta comes about, I think they're going to be bringing out the other three champions, and there's just some of them that I'm not going to like. I'm not the hugest fan of Pygmalien. I think I definitely prefer Vanessa, and then lesser than Vanessa, I prefer. The robot, whatever his name is. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's a disservice to you to not play through all of the champions, but I'd also like to play a focused few of them. And so I'm thinking of kind of like if you watched our content in Backpack Battles, I also felt bad of just like playing Ranger for 6 weeks in a row. And so I need to find the happy medium. And so I'm thinking of like playing Vanessa and then playing something else and then playing Vanessa, then playing something else, and just maybe rolling through like that. It's also a bit of a bummer with the way that the ladder is set up on here. I thought it was very smart in Backpack Battles to have each champion essentially have a separate ladder. And so if you got the Ranger to Masters and then you wanted to learn the Reaper and you switched over to the Reaper, you weren't just both tanking your LP up in Masters and also just playing against players that should be at a higher skill cap than you. And so I get the reason for doing it both ways, having it separate and having it together like it is here in the Bazaar, but it does also kind of incentivize us, I think, as we try to play towards the higher ranks of the ladder to focus in on a few champions as opposed to playing all of them. But nonetheless, we're getting way off onto tangents. We have a reasonable enough start here with the golf clubs. I'm not the hugest fan of ATM, although the gold income start at the beginning is kind of nice, and then the Adelatl kind of sucks if you ask me. And so just a little bit too slow in terms of that cooldown reduction. But the golf clubs tend to be fairly easy to activate, and they give us a scaling weapon right at the start of the game. And so not too opposed to picking this up. With these, though, it is a bit of a bummer with both the shield start and the weapon start turning up, but nothing towards heal. I do prefer to build towards heal with Pygmalien, at least over the course of the games I've done over the past few days, but I'm kind of tempted to just roll the dice here with frontal shielding. It doesn't do much as far as our build right now is concerned. It literally does nothing. But if we do come across like something like bandages or come across the thing that gives you shield when you activate a neighbor item, then this is going to be spectacular, right? Pygmalien doesn't tend to stack a ton of shield items. And so if we just have that one shield item, this is going to pop off pretty quick. And so hopefully we can make some good usage out of this fast. I'm a little worried about what we're going to be doing with our start here, but I think it definitely has a good high risk, high reward payout here in the beginning. So let's see if we can pick up something strong, small. Definitely need to pick up this jewelry, right? With the frontal shielding, we're gonna need it. I'm not opposed to pepper spray. Just putting these slows on all of the opposing items is fairly reasonable. And then I'm not a huge fan of the dog. If you want to go dog, this would be the time to pick it up right here at the very beginning of the game when you get all the time to stack it. But doesn't seem that necessary to me. Now with these, still need to come out and learn what these various things do. I think we'll just fight Haunted Kimono, right? We're not going to do anything with the daggers from the Inglet. I think the Viper has poison weapons. Like, I really need a scaling weapon with Pygmalien. We do have the golf clubs at this point, so maybe that's just enough. But picking up poison wouldn't be terrible if we had a little bit of easy access to it. But I think we just go with the kimono at this point since we already have the scaling weapon and the golf clubs. The hopefully scaling weapon and the golf clubs. You know, we don't have any heals at this point, but it shouldn't be too challenging to come across those. All right, just give us some time. Surely we'll bash down this cloak. Don't even really want the silk. Like I don't think. Again, we're gonna really build up towards these shield items. I just don't think they're very good in this patch, but. You always gotta leave yourself a little bit open to what the game's giving you. All right, boomed him hard. Good job, Bust. Literally the best in the world. Let's just call it right there. All right, got the scrap. Got another set of small items up here. Sounds good. A little too early for chocolate bars. The one income would be better than the chocolate bars, I think. But this is the item I was talking about, right? Picking up something like bandages. It's going to give us the heal that we need to activate the golf clubs. If this is our only shield item, then we're going to get that good bonus out of frontal shielding. And I think it's all kind of starting to tie together here. You know, it's the rug that really ties the room together. Hopefully, it doesn't get pissed on today. So that looks good. With things like Halliday and Brass Knuckles, I don't really intend to go weapon scaling. I have been a big fan of weights with Pygmalien. That's the one, when it activates, it puts some scaling on each of your heal, shield, and heal. And then whenever you overheal, it hits the cooldown lower. And so you could find something with like Halliday and Brass Knuckles working with that. But again, I think the golf club should just be enough here in the early game, so I'm going to skip over those. What do we got here? Sells weapons, don't want, gain gold is meh. Go to the strange mushroom. Get one of these nice little upgrades. I think we want to take the skill. We're not going to be able to level up this round by taking the keep it for luck. We're going to be one short, and so maybe we'll find something useful out of this. What's this? 5 crit on the weapon, or the leftmost item. That's okay, I guess. All right, but let's get the magic happening in here. The jewelry does not look very good once we take that that bonus off of it and put it on the bandages, and so probably look to sell that pretty quick. No reason to sell it right now, though. All right, off to battle we go. Got this sweet-ass skin on Pygmalien. Look at this. He's got his guitar out here and shit. It's probably a loot, right? You nerds know a loot when you see it. Fucking nerds. So what do we got going here? Up against a crit Vanessa. She only has the one... she only has the one high-powered weapon in the dagger, but... He's not going to run out of ammo since the other ones aren't ammo items. Seems like we're doing just fine here. Our golf club should take this down pretty easy. Look at this. Dude's already like level 3? He's got the... How does he have the full board available at level 1? Huh. Maybe it was a typo or something. Alright, so what do we want here? Either a medium item, medium-large item, or the additional shield skills. I don't really want large items this early, although it is kind of tempting if you pick up, say, like a Beast of Burden this early in the game or something. I don't know if you can find them this early, but if you find one of those big scaling large items like on hour 1 of day 2, I don't know, man. Like, I'm curious about how I feel about Pygmalien, in the sense that he has such scaling in terms of economy and stuff that as long as you just don't like fuck up early and don't lose out on the experience that comes out of the PvE rounds, it seems like you should be in pretty decent shape going into the late game. And so it's kind of tough in the sense that if you want to pick up too much scaling early, then you're going to fall behind in terms of experience and then not get further enough into the late game to really take advantage of it. But I'm not certain which feels better to me or stronger to me. But nonetheless, decent stuff in here. Weights is what I made mention of earlier. On activate, your weapons get bonus damage. Your heal gains bonus damage. When you overheal, you charge. Only having one healing item at this point is kind of meh with the weights, but I think we definitely want to just go ahead and take it. And then there is a fixer-upper, which the skyscraper builds were definitely nerfed in this patch, and so I'm not amped up about seeing it this early, but getting the upgrades in and happening, we could just look to sell it a little bit later and probably turn a profit on that. I think we'll just let it go. I want to save my money and try to find some heal items, I think. Let's leave out of this one. Alright, so that's the level up. Don't have any friends. A little bit unfortunate, so the scavenger hunt won't work. And then either chocolate bars or piggies. I don't really like piggies, and so I think we'll just pick up the chocolate bars on this one. Let's see. Small and large items. We can still afford all that, right? So what do we got? A lot of stuff that we needed. The bird friend here is definitely one that we're going to be looking to use. This is going to be one of our bread and butter style heal units this game. So glad to have that turn up. At the start of each fight, this gains 2 value. When you lose, it loses all its value. I'm not amped about the crystal bonsai. But it does give us a secondary heal item to activate on both the weights and activate on the golf clubs. And so won't be able to really use it this round, but can probably use it in the next round. All right, so the Rogue Scrapper at the right. I don't think I've beat this thing ever. I'm definitely just going to go ahead and ignore that one. Let's fight the Tent City Mayor. I'm not certain. The Mosquito does have a lot of cooldown small items to sell. I'm not certain what the Tent City Mayor actually does. He does sound like a property kind of item thing. So maybe that's going to fit in with what we do. It does have a property in here. Temporary shelter. Not really what we're looking for. Probably should have just fought the other one, although the scrap isn't terrible. I did see on Reddit that someone has posted a spreadsheet of all of these encounters. And so I need to keep it more on the ready. I'm glad somebody did it so I didn't have to do it. I figured the nerds of the world would get together and piece it together, and so I'm glad that that's out there, but I haven't been pulling it up for reference. I need to bookmark it. And we got some dog. Sure. All right, next round, small items, mushroom, or gain a weapon. Let's check out those small items. Ideally, we'll find another heal thing in here. Got a bird. Definitely glad to snatch that upgrade. And it feels a little greedy to roll here, so let's just move on. And we got medium items, chocolate bars, or non-weapon item. I think I'm just going to take the free route with this one and go either chocolate bars or non-weapon item. I think I want the non-weapon item. Just give us a chance to come in and upgrade something early here. Ganjo. Must be like a banjo or something, huh? What's this? Adjacent weapon bonus, adjacent heal, or adjacent shield? When would this ever be better than the weights? I guess it activates onto shields as thing number 1. And it activates faster, assuming you're not overhealing. Alright, that's not terrible, I guess. Is that what would we prefer it to weights, though? Like, weights does hit the bird, but the bird's not strong right now. We don't have a property to give it multicast. So maybe that is where we would prefer to be. So it would be something like this. Right. Adjacent weapons get a bonus. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, maybe we would prefer just to be... Right, our golf clubs are going to be scaling up anyways because that's just what they do. So maybe we would prefer to put the bonuses onto the shields. I don't hate it. It's really a bummer not getting that level up, but that's okay. That's okay, I guess. It feels like we're behind. Oh, he's nowhere near a full board. What the fuck? What has this Vanessa been doing? He's building into that aquatic poison build for sure, but maybe he just spent all of his money on skills and on leveling up and just has a shit tier board at this point. Not that ours is something special, but it's definitely better than that. All right, let's get him with that banjo. So what do we got here? Small and larges, mountain pass, or the study. Let's take the small and large. Another fixer-upper that we don't want. Tusked Helm seems like it should be decent. We have seen a lot of this, a lot of these shield items this game. I talked a lot of trash about them not turning up, and they've turned up in force, but I'm not sure how this should be used. Like, the cooldown is so high on it that it never seems like it's going to pay off, so I'm not super interested in it. Can just grab the hatchet and resell it. We don't have any any payoff for selling small items at the moment, but that one's essentially free, right? It costs 2, gives you the spare change. If you have some kind of spare item thing, then you could potentially get a bonus, and so might as well take it. So what do we got? Tool, chocolate bars, but we don't have the bag space or the experience. Let's grab experience. It seems like we're a bit behind as far as that goes. Again, no items to activate the gumballs. Not really interested in weapons, but starting with a shield is kind of meh. What else can we do with this board? The fuck? Oh, come on, game. All right. I read, I don't know if they've fixed it yet. I've read that there's like disconnects happening as like a load balancing effort, and then they might just move you to a different server if the one that you're on is too busy, and it restarts your run. Or you don't lose your run, but I don't know. It doesn't come back until you're on that other run, or on that other server or something. Or something weird like that. I was hoping this just didn't end in the middle. Seems like we're okay. But yeah, I think we'll take the shields. Not excited about it, but hopefully gives us enough strength to come in and fight the epic boss this round. And then we got 2 slots left. Yes. Like, I don't want the crystal bonsai. I mean, maybe we just need to add it in to get that value on it. These items kind of suck. Alright, whatever. Need to get a property for the bird. I think we're still strong enough to fight this thing, right? We got 300 shields. What could go wrong? Doesn't seem like this guy does too much. Yeah, I was hoping that, like, with the shields and then adding in, you know, things like the bonsai, while giving us just that tiny overheal, it is going to activate the golf clubs. Looks like we're going to get a pretty easy takedown this round. Planned it that way. It's the way the pros do it, you know. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's the way the pros do it. Epic victory. Give me something sweet. Ammo. Eh. Might come out useful at some point, I guess. So what do we got? Non-weapon items. That's what we're here for. Let's see what turns up. Bandages definitely on board. I'm curious if, I mean, I know we passed on some shield stuff. I still feel like we have enough to ever make something like textiles work, and I don't want the piggies. Okay. Keep rolling, I guess. Economy item, chocolate bars, or income. I don't like these economy items. Let's just take, well, we don't have the property for the income, though. That kind of sucks. Fine. Cash register, this thing sucks too. Story of my life, bros. Just getting all these shitty items. Okay, so who's here? Silver stuff, chocolate bars, or more chocolate bars. Something silver's got to be good, right? The belt is can be a pretty big deal. We don't have the makings right away of just going for a huge health build out of Pygmalien, but if we start to pick up the sell items to get max health stuff, it might do something. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and just snatch it up for now. And then these other two, not really interested in. What are we going to do? Just put in weights? I mean, maybe the belt is just good enough now. Like 300 health is not that big of a deal. We got 300 shields in that previous round and started fucking stuff up. And so maybe picking the belt up is fine. It seems, I mean, I just don't think we need that scaling out of the weights at this point. And so let's see how that goes. Now, I need to watch for this as well. At the start of the day, get 3 spare change. I don't want to oversell those. Sell off the hatchet. We'll never use it, but we might get something out of spare change. Okay. Up against old Dooley. See if he can handle our massive pile, our big pig health out here. He's not scaling. We're good to go. He does. I guess he has a touch of scaling on the item on the right, but we should be able to at least keep his shields down. Like the golf clubs hit so hard. Another person that just has like literally no items. I don't know what these people are doing. Like, maybe it's because we're at bronze 5. That's what everybody watching the videos is going, what the fuck is Bus doing out here? He's talking trash on the other bronze 5ers. We're getting somewhere though. We're making moves. We're getting places. Getting our treasure chests. Feels good. So what do we got here? Small and medium items. Meh. Let's pick up the skills. It seems like that's where we're going to really want a lot of our scaling stuff to hit. What do we got? Large weapons. Meh. When you buy this, gain 10 gold. Okay, whatever. Your leftmost item has crit. That's good. Guess we got it. It seems like it understands that the belt doesn't do anything, right? The left eye shows the golf clubs getting lit up, so that's kind of neat. And then when you buy or sell a weapon, gain 10 max health. Let's just go with the max health stuff. We already have the belt. Economic items, chest or chocolate bars. Take the econ real quick. We still have crappy items in here that we don't want. Is this cargo shorts? It's been a while since I've given my old man take on cargo shorts, and so we can go ahead and drop that one on you. I've had trash sent my way over wearing cargo shorts as an adult, and what you're going to happen, this is one of those nice kind of barometers, is if you're in the dating stages with a lady and you go to some kind of event, right? Here's what's going to happen. The lady's going to wear something cute, and all of the cute lady outfits don't have pockets, and so you're going to show up, you're going to get out of the car, and then they're going to go, oh hey, I don't have any pockets. We carry all this shit. And you're like, well, fuck, I guess I will. And so you then get to carry the contents of what would be a purse in your pockets. Now, what comes really in handy in this kind of situation would be cargo shorts, right? You look super cool wearing shorts like this that have all the pockets on the side and stuff. But as soon as that person goes, hey, Bust, carry the contents of my purse because my cute dress doesn't have pockets, then you carry in all these extra pockets so your lady can look nice and cute and stuff, but they're not allowed to make fun of your cargo shorts for the rest of their life. And so keep that in mind, if you're not ready to say fuck you, you should have bought pants with pockets in it, then then you're kind of set. That's a great way to really impress that lady. If you're at this stage, you're on date number 3 or so, you just say fuck you, you should have wore pockets. You're going places. That's going to work nice. I can tell you that's going to be good. But all right, off the cargo shorts tangent. What's this even do? When you buy, sell, or upgrade this, get 1 candy and 1 spare change. I just wish we had the scaling for the stuff at this point, right? We have the belt. We have the sell weapons for health thing. We just don't have like one of the big properties that sits in your bag and gives you bonus health when you sell shit. And so I don't think we can take it. We can pick up, like, same kind of deal with the briefcase. We could get the briefcase, pick it up, sell it, and get those spare changes going, but it's not quite there. I want to hang on to gunpowder. We might pick up something early that lets us make use of that. Okay, so I'm going to just buy the briefcase. Again, like, we can sell the briefcase and pick up a little bit of health off of it. It's not the good amount of health, but it's not nothing, right? What do these do? I'm not certain what Technovirus does. I'm leaning on going back against one of these other ones. It's like we're doing a little bit of work in terms of getting takedowns on these opponents, but I worry that if we just run into someone that scales, we're going to struggle. And I'd see the word virus and be like, oh, that's a poison opponent. We're going to get fucked. To where Boiler Room Brawler probably attacks but might burn. And then I think the Blood Reef Raider probably just punches. And that seems to be the kind of opponent we could beat. It's not going to give us any items that are super strong, I don't think, but it seems like a potential win as far as an opponent goes. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the Crow's Nest and we'll do big crit golf clubs, taking the taking the golf clubs of the crow's nest. It's that they're playing mini golf, right? You go to the pirate-themed mini golf. It's date number 3 with your new lady friend. You go to pirate-themed mini golf. She says, "Hey, bust viewer, I can't carry this purse while I'm mini golf. Put all my shit in your pockets." Then you have a true life moment right then, right there. The true life moments at the mini golf. Let's see if that's what turns up. Nope. Gold bars. Who wants gold? Huh. Life's about stories. No, it's not about gold. It's not about the riches. It's about the journey, not the destination, my friend. Oh, we getting back at it? We still in game here? It's making us fight this thing again? No, okay, it remembered. Remembered our bar of gold. So what do we got here? Weapons, max health, or gumballs? And like, we have all this shit we can't sell. We probably need to just move some of this stuff. I'm not certain what's just like generating out here, so I want to get rid of it just in case we're kind of missing out. I guess we'll take the max health. It's not that exciting, but again, we can't do anything with gumballs. Not really looking for weapons at this point. I think I need to also get in my head that we don't have to just stick to these healing items. But it's kind of seems where we're at. Trade your leftmost heal item onto the bandages. Sounds good. Well, we will eventually get a property for the bird, but the bandages seem to be our kind of bread and butter good item at this point. The large item skills or income. Pick up these shield skills. What do we got? Crit. Medium shields we're not going to use. Large shields probably not going to use. And then cooldown reduction. Only targeting one item kind of sucks. I guess we kind of brought that upon ourselves, though. Let's at least add some crit to it, I guess. Another Pygmalien. Okay. Let's fuck him up. He's got the same skin. Dueling banjos out here. Doesn't seem like he's doing anything. Start talking trash. Start talking trash. Bring it up. Bring it out. I guess our health isn't staying maxed out, so that's a thing. He's not doing a ton to us, though. Alright, we should be good to go. The next swing of the club and get him. 440 to the dome piece. Got him good. Alright, so we got medium items, Pygmalien skills or items. Yeah, let's take that skill. Better be something sweet. It's going to be unique to Pygmalien. Ugh. Alright, back at it. Hopefully we're still in the game. It's the beta. What can you say? I don't... has it been out a week? I can't remember. I guess it came out October the 30th. Is that right? So it's a 1 week yesterday. Today's number 8 of the beta. All in all, it's gone pretty smooth, you must say. I guess I didn't get to play yesterday, which was... Did the whole fucking thing just restart? This is what I was talking about earlier. I saw the golf clubs and the stuff, and... Shit. Okay, well, let me relog and see if we can't fix this. Okay. Seems like we fixed it. So yeah, the Elder Tuscari. Get us those Pygmalien skills. What do we got? Nice and silver up in the mix. Income for property does nothing. Max health for each weapon. We have gain 100 max health for each weapon you have. We currently have 2 weapons. I don't expect us to really have more than 2, because I don't really expect us to have more than 1 if we're going to be real, and so maybe it's not that great. Your weapons have damage equal to your income. I'm not super interested in that. This is a go wide with items kind of thing, so it's got to be the real estate or the brawler. We are still looking for some kind of property just to get the bonus out here kicking off on the Uwashwali bird. But again, like, I need to get in my head that it's kind of okay to just not be chasing after this big heal comp, right? I think we either want to be going for the health stuff, even though we haven't found the big item yet, or like we need to figure out what we're going to do as we push towards the end game. And I mean, I guess going for max health can be a thing with the brawler. It's just we don't have the enablers. It's like we have the payoff and something like the belt, but we don't have the enablers for when we sell all these small items. But I could definitely see prime real estate be good. My only concern with something like prime real estate is I'm not familiar enough with the game yet to know what properties we're going to get. And it definitely feels like you can just land on getting a passive property that doesn't actually activate. When you use a property, adjacent items get 5 crit. It is a nice bit of scaling, though, especially like putting that crit over onto the golf clubs. Okay, I'm just going to take the real estate. We'll start trying to find one a little bit harder. Do we want to pick up the shields again? We're about to go into another PvE round. Fight the big boy out here. I know we don't want to fight the duelist. He doesn't give us any good items. We could, like, I wouldn't be opposed if we just landed on some kind of burn item thing that worked. And so the envoy I don't hate. I just can't tell if we could beat, like, the Gorgon Noble. Like, it's like, I'm going to fight her. We just picked up the shields. Which, again, like, I'm not 100% certain what the Gorgon Noble is. It seems like it should be a poison comp. And fighting against poison, you know, like, number one, it's tough for us to beat anyways, and then number two, the shields we just spent the hour on don't do anything, and so I'm a little concerned with that. Maybe we use that as an opportunity to just come back and fight the Infernal Envoy. Put the blessings from Ari and Jesus on us to get us out of that mess. I think we can handle this. Just burn. Kind of interested in something like the Sunlit Spear. When you heal, this gains burn. Could then even potentially look to get rid of the golf clubs. That would be huge. If I knew the items that were on this thing from the start, I would have been really happy to fight this guy. Like, I don't know how it works in terms of getting you the items out of the round. Shit, we're probably just going to lose this round, aren't we? Our golf clubs aren't going to come in fast enough. Fuck. But that Sunlit Spear would be just spectacular with what our build does. Shitty one to lose. Alright, let's pick up the gold skills. I think we'll get a lot more opportunities to find large items compared to the gold skills. Man, that's a bummer of a round to lose. Like, if we could take out the golf clubs, just have another heal item to pop off with. Now, how do we feel about this, right? If you have exactly one weapon, it has lifesteal and crit. I don't know if lifesteal counts as heal. Double crit, that's not really what we're doing. When you use a property, your weapons gain 5 and your shields gain shield. Just more bonus health stuff. Huh. We did pick up the use a property thing earlier. It's just like so tempting that if, like, the golf clubs are going to be our big item for the game, right? We can pretty safely sell the banjo. We can pretty safely sell the pepper spray. I think might be able to just make this weapon work. Well, let's check out these monster skills. Maybe something neat will come out of this. What do we got? Burn items get crit. When you use a weapon, give it crit. Self-scaling is not horrible. At the start of each fight, gain a gold. It's whatever. And then when you haste, shield 20. We don't currently have any haste items. Still just need to... We're lacking in, like, some of the core stuff. Alright, we'll take aggressive. Let's see. We need to get the weapon out of here. What? That kind of sucks, right? Putting the lifesteal on the golf clubs and then we don't have anything to replace it. Oops. This Vanessa's gonna be like, what the fuck? What is Bust doing? He's got he's got a 0 heal item out here and then an empty spot on his board. This guy's a fucking dum-dum. Yeah, I'm curious if lifesteal counts as heal. I think we just hit and it didn't do anything. In terms of getting the stacking, but we were also at max health when that that activation on the golf clubs went off. Holy shit. Might still be okay here, though. We do have quite a bit of health, and this Vanessa's not striking us down very fast. Alright, I think we're good. We need to get our item situation. Holy shit, are we gonna fucking die? Okay. Big heal came in at the end. I was like, there's no way. Like they got like the final hit in with that spear. Like, no fucking way. Alright, and then another weird round like this. So when the day starts, we're going to get 3 spare change. So that's what I've kind of accounted for the 3 slots in our inventory now. Let's just take the tool. And say it probably won't sell for 5, but... Oh, no. I thought we were going to get a chance to sell the weights before the day started. So we just lost out on... That's bullshit. This game's stupid. Why does anyone even bother with this game? Oh, I guess we did have a spot in on our bench. Let's see what this freeze item is. Is that a property? Well, I'm interested in the snow globe and these freeze items. They are all pretty good. Haste and charge skills. Again, like we don't have anything to do with that. Let's get items. It's like we gotta find a property or something. We have scaling better than spiked shield. Beast of burden, isn't it? Let's roll. Okay, here's finally a big piece of the puzzle, right? The money tree. When you sell a spare change, it gets 20 heal. Oh, hang on. That's not the right one. Shit. Well, I guess it's kind of okay. Because, I mean, if we're going to be real, we need to sell this thing. It's not doing fucking anything. I'd be okay with getting rid of the Ganjo at this point. It is, like, our only heal scaling, but we're also, like, it's just a little bit slow at this point. Should probably just pick up the marbles so we have a small item. Get these activations on the smaller things. Didn't get to take use of the snow globe here, though. That's a bit of a bummer. The start of each hour. Spend 2 gold for a gumball. We don't have enough economy for this thing. Like, I get that it... Oh, no, it's spare change that works with the money tree. Alright, I don't think I've ever beat the Lich. We'll skip past that. The Mosquito is where I think I'm going to go. I think we could probably win either of the smaller level battles, but the Mosquito has all of these cooldown reduction things that I'm kind of interested in, right? Picking up these insect wings. It's a small item sell, which doesn't work with the money tree, but it does work with the other scaling type stuff. And then just all around helps with these activations. I'd really like to be stacking up some more health, though. I don't know. It's like I feel like we have a decent start, but our mid game was so terrible we aren't getting any kind of prepared for the late game. Like I just struggle to think of what the late game build should be looking like. What do we hit here? When you use an adjacent weapon, slow one. No. Weapons, chocolate bars, and spare change. It's like I don't think we need to pick up weapons. I would like to upgrade the golf clubs for certain, but I don't think that's where we need to be. Clicked on the gold items. We're going to get disconnected again. So what do we got? Caltrops. When your enemy uses an item, deal 5. It's tough for me to tell how good that would be. Succulence is okay if you start the game with it, right? It's not that spectacular when you pick it up this late. And then the Lion Cane is kind of interesting, right? When you level up, you gain 100 max health for certain, but you get to deal damage, you go to 10% of your max health. And so this is gold. I thought this thing dealt more. I thought this thing dealt like 40 or 50% of your max health. So right now, 10% of our max health would be 180. We're definitely not at that place to where we have like 1k, but we are about to level up. I think I'm okay to pick it up as just a max health item. Let's start to just move all in on that concept. So I'm going to pick up the Lion Cane. Don't think we're going to use it right away, but it will eventually be our replacement for golf clubs. A little interested in succulents to just replace these marbles, right? We get this extra heal item on board. Oh, it costs 8. But it's not something we'll use forever, right? If we're gonna get rid of the golf clubs, then we won't need the heal as bad. Okay, kind of makes sense. I'm not really convinced that we're doing the right thing here, but we at least have a direction. It's like one of the things I like to talk about in Legends of Runeterra is a lot. Is you don't have to have a good plan, but you have to have a plan, right? It doesn't matter if you've come up with a bad plan. You've at least thought about it and put some ideas and things into what you're going to be doing. And over time, as you get better, that bad plan will become a good plan. At least you're just not out here just doing nonsense for no reason. And so we at least have the idea here to chase after this max health stuff. I do feel like we fucked up the mid game, and I'm not entirely certain where the late game is going to take us, but I do want to focus in on that max health style of ability. Let's see. Item value we don't need. Income. We are severely hurting on income. It kind of sucks to take the income item on day 6, but I think we need it. It's like we were a little bit unable to buy stuff on that previous round. All right, health items.
Master craftsman. Me?
What's this thing? This looks good, right?
Try my best.
You have 4 times. Is this something like this? Jesus, that's so expensive at 48. Like, I don't think we can ever afford it, but it seems like it should be better than the money tree. I'm also a little interested in things like bushel. Like, it's not going to get us here, but when you do any heal, you get the shield, and so it seems like there should be a world where that's okay. But I don't think we can do any of these. All right, items, experience, or a shield item. Just got to get the money at this point. All right, all around kind of a bummer round. It's like, maybe we shouldn't be going after the max health build without having that other big item that when you sell a small, you gain max health. Feels like that's where we're lacking at the moment. I'm not certain what these are. Shock Trooper seems like something we should be able to beat. It might be kind of a burn round, though, so I'm not entirely convinced. How much does this guy do at this point? 200? We're going to have to pay better attention to our golf clubs and see how much damage it gets up to. It's like the first strike is going to be worse, but I think the strikes after the first one will be okay. Just fight this weaker guy. Not. He's got properties out here, right? Maybe we'll just go into using Hogwash. Assuming we get it at the end of the round. So yeah, I mean, our golf clubs are at 360, well above what we would be getting out of the lion head. Man, I would really like the lifesteal to pop in the sense that if we have, say, like 8,000 health and we fall to 4,000 and then gain 1,500 back off of the strike, like that's such a big hit. Seems like garbage. At this stage of the game, adjacent items get attack, adjacent, or they get both attack and shield. Yeah. And like I'm a little tempted to to just pick up the stats, but just hit the docks. When you gain burn, this gains haste. Can't do anything with that. Go into the skills. Anything good? What you got? I see this gold heal thing in here. When you visit a merchant, gain 50 max health. That seems on point. I don't hate the freeze items. We just haven't really done anything in terms of a freeze build this round. Your heal items have 3% crit. Yeah, we'll just take the pick up those max health somewhere.
A blade can prune a garden.
All right, up against Tom H, also known as Tom Hanks,
But I've seen my
the living legend, out here doing battle in the beta. What if it was legitimately Tom Hanks, the actor? You know, it'd be crazy, crazy. I tell you, could be. Seems like we got this round pretty easy. He's not actually doing anything. I don't think the crit build is that great any. Well, it's not that the crit build's not that great. You just don't get these big OTKs with the throwing knives. But it doesn't seem like he's done anywhere near enough damage.
You've got talent.
We got the
You
big
should
crit.
put
We
it
got that
towards
514 crit at the end. It's probably like 1,200. This looked small because he didn't have much health. Okay, spend gold to gain max health. I don't hate. 7 for a property don't like, and then get 2 spare change and upgrade the spare change. Alright, let's take that. I'm going to go ahead and sell the ones we have as we immediately get the 2, and then we'll get 3 when the next day starts. I guess we're just keeping this one tree forever. Small items, not super interested in anymore. I'm gonna I say it then click on it. I'm just not certain what we're able to really pick up at this point, right? I don't want keychain. We don't have enough weapons to make use of the burn thing. We don't have enough properties for the security system. I'm just not certain what the late game small items look like. We still have that thing when you sell a weapon. That was a skill, right? Use a weapon when you visit a merchant. Maybe we didn't take it. Need to fix this. Forgot we had prime real estate putting crit on stuff. We need this over here next to our weapon. Probably be something like this. Okay, so that looks a little better. Definitely don't want any more weapons. Okay, we can skip that. That was just a shitty round. Get more Pygmalien skills. Give me that max health, bro. But you got weapons get damaged, that's stupid. 1 income for property, that sucks. Get a literal 100 max health. Ooh, yeah, when you use a property or adjacent things gain crit, that's what we need to be stacking in. Now here, I think the Infernal Frigate is more properties, or maybe that's a vehicle round. I can't remember what the Wandering Shoal is, though. We're all set up, though. We're set up perfect now, though, right? We got our lifesteal and weapon. We got the money tree out here giving crit onto stuff. Could never go worse. It could never. We could never need any more. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go against that big boy, right? It can't do anything. You can't hurt us. All right, he's got poison. I think we can fight through that. His big thing is the eels to the left. The eels activate whenever we use a weapon, but we don't have very many weapons, right? We just have the one. So maybe we're okay. Our golf club's gonna be dropping those big crits. He is stacking a lot of burn and stacking a lot of poison. I think like it's gonna come down to the wire, and I think it's just gonna be one of these awkward rounds. You know, depending on like when our weapon hits and if we're able to get like a big heal out of our cooldowns. Well, we have more health than him at this point. Yeah, planned it that way. You could tell by the way I was talking and the tone of my voice that I knew that we were gonna win the whole time, and so. Fuck this guy. What you got for us? A heal item? When you use an aquatic item, gain 10 heal. I mean, it's probably better than some of our options out here, since it is gonna like continually scale up on itself. Health, toughness, shields. Okay.
People here look so
Got any good upgrades? The start of each day, gain 200 health. Sure, I'm on board with that. We already deal more damage than the gavel. Don't want the brass knuckles. Okay. You don't have to sell just yet. Get the upgrade to the belt. Okay, okay. That's where we want to be. How much health do we get off of this thing now? 75%, so we have pretty much 1,000,000. I planned it like that. Now what do we got? Large items. Okay. Finally get us that property that gives us the health on the sell of an item. I don't think it turned up. Freeze again. Pawn shop. No. All right, bummer. It's not our fault. It's somebody else's fault. So I think we're gonna take this 5 chocolate bars or gumballs. What do we gotta sell to get to that? So we have 4 slots open with this. I mean, we'll sell this cash register at some point, but we're at the end of the day. I don't think it's really worth doing right now. % crit on everything. Get that big 1 damage on the golf clubs. I dig it. Let's fuck them up.
We're out to dethrone the king,
Got that big
not
4K
to
health.
squabble with
That's
no
big
one.
time, right? I think it is. We have to be so strong against these damage-based Vanessas. Like, it doesn't look like he has the stuff to refill his ammo, so, like, ideally he's just gonna blast all of his ammo on 2k of our health and then just not be able to deal any damage the rest of the way. You can see, like, his shotgun on the left, his dagger throw thing are both out. Grape shot, I guess, permanently reloads because revolver's gonna permanently reload, but he did his burst of damage an hour ago. Like, this was a very easy battle.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Yeah.
Oh, don't let this get you down. Eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize. What do we got? Tools, chocolate bars, shield item. I mean, I guess we'll just come in and start taking chocolate bars. I'm gonna sell off the spare change thing at this point. Seems like it's probably done its fill. Let's check out the skills. Seems like where we're lacking. Shield item bonus is not that great. Microfiber for the one small item's not terrible. Your medium heal items, we don't have any. And then you have 2 regen for each non-weapon item you have. So that would be like 10. These all sound like garbage. I'm just going to pick up the healthy lifestyle here. It doesn't sound great, but kind of on point with what we're doing. Grab all this max health real quick. Can we beat this? Like, I'm not certain what weapon would actually come out of the weapons platform that we want, but like it has to be like fighting these Vanessas, right? If it's just a big damage-based opponent, he's not going to do enough damage to like take us down fast enough. We'll have to see if the plasma cannon agrees with us. You definitely want to have a big shield stack against the kinetic cannon, right? We're at least healing through the damage it does now, but once it gets up into the OTK range, there's not going to be anything we can do about it. But its batteries have run out. The cooldown on it should be dropping. Seems like we're okay. Let's get that big heal out of the golf clubs at the end. Okay, we're good, I think. RIP, bro.
Not all Jabalians
What you got for us? Laser pistol. Garbage. Alright, so we keep going for the small items. Get a weapon I don't want. We don't want any more weapons. I think it seems like the only option here.
You can't afford it.
Heal equal to double your gold. That could actually be useful. Alright, let's pick it up.
You got it here.
So now, gold for properties, upgrade your shield item, or get spare changes. Like, I kind of want to... I'm a little torn in the sense that, like, we could legitimately use the ointment, but I guess with the ointment, we haven't done a ton of work in terms of, like, we don't have 100 gold. It's not a 200 heal kind of item, but... like, the bandages seems like it's probably beyond its useful lifespan. But we will get to kick it up to diamond here, I guess. Like, the spare changes would get us, like, 7 gold. That would get us up to 18. 22 selling the laser pistol, and then this would heal at 44 on the ointment. Yeah, that's not very convincing. That bust math was pretty convincing, though. You're welcome. You're welcome I got to drop that on you. Sit here, do some counting on my fingers and shit. That's how you got to figure it all out. Do that top-notch finger counting. Alright, where'd it go? Level up. Upgrade your shield. Okay. So now we got large, chocolate bars, small and large. I mean, I would like to upgrade the money tree, and then I guess maybe maybe there's a world to where that one property shows up that I can at least just show it to you, right? When you sell a small item, you get to do something. Don't want any of these. I guess we're really going to struggle to be able to even afford any of this shit. Right? We just sold up to 21. I think we got to skip those.
Be there long after you are gone, and so will I.
How much damage is this? 590. It's getting to the point to where it might be better than the golf clubs, right? The lion cane. I'll watch again this round. I think we should probably be switching over. I don't know. I feel like in that last round, the golf clubs might have gotten up into the thousands. I can't remember. I wasn't paying enough attention. I need a HUD or something to remember this stuff for me. It would definitely be nice against this Vanessa. It would help in this kind of spot as well, in the sense that like we got rocked on here, but I was gonna say if we like the initial hit would be a lot bigger as well. So if we got like chunked down to half and then healed back up, then it gives us time for our other scaling stuff to kick off and get to working. All right, let's look at the gold items though. Don't want gumballs. Every 50 you spend to upgrade a lower tier item, we don't have the economy to do this. Let's take a roll though. When you shield, your shield items gain 2 shield. Nah. Yo dog, I heard you like to shield. We can take the globe, I guess. It seems awfully expensive. Like when the day starts, you get the 300 max health, but it's on point with what we're trying to do. I'm just gonna take the regenerate here. It doesn't sound spectacular, but we need to conserve some dollars. Switch to the lion head. Don't know what these units do. Alchemist sounds like poison. Property Baron sounds like properties, of course, but like the properties are typically like gold value kind of items. And I don't think that's what we want to do. Void Golem, I don't know what this is going to do. It's probably just going to rock us, but maybe not. He blew up. Interesting. He blew up our max health item. That was at least a little. Oh no. Oh, it did just like nuke our health. What? This round was bullshit. Like I saw the damage on our Lion Cane just go all the way down. Because he literally took 75% max health at the start. Fuck that guy. Alright, let's take the temporary boost. You can usually get max health out of this. We're getting to the end game here where it's not that easy to upgrade anything. Now we can just take the 1 experience point and be leveled up against the next opponent. I'm just going to go ahead and spend the $5 on it though. Upgrade your leftmost item. That's interesting. Do we want to upgrade the belt or upgrade the Lion Cane? Probably the damage item. Like upgrading the belt would give us, additional damage. But we got to just be going for the weapon, right? And it's at 10%, then it upgrades to 20%. That looks pretty good. That's a big ass number we're seeing on there now. All right, more Vanessas. Let's see if we get to bring the OTK against Vanessa. Just drop this 16 hundy hit from the cane. Big Daddy Kane rolling through here. I'm sure that's what they say. That's probably what Big Daddy Kane had in mind when he came up with his moniker. I hope they make a video game for me 30 years from now. Oh, just get worked over. Get worked over, bro.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
All right. Getting all those big max healths from our globes and stuff. That reminds me. It's a meme in our household now, but one year, I don't know if like our dad just didn't know what to get us for Christmas or whatever, but what would come about was he would just get drunk and start watching the Home Shopping channel, and eventually just purchase something off of that. And I forget what he got me on the year, but it did not match up to the glory of this like gemstone globe that he got my brother. And so it's supposed to be, kind of like the centerpiece of your room, I guess. It's a globe. Just all of the continents of the earth are various gemstones. I don't think they have anything to do, like, I don't know, like this is the state gem of wherever, and so it has it or whatnot. But it's a very interesting and odd gift to purchase for someone that is, my brother was he was in college, so he would have been, 19 to 22 or so. And, He's taken that thing along with him his whole life. He's still got it. He's got it in his office now. He has this gemstone globe, but it's not. It's definitely higher quality than this looking thing, right? Look at this thing. Looks shitty. Doesn't even look like Earth. Is this supposed to look like Earth? I mean, I guess it would make sense that we're in the Bazaar land and not Earth, but Is this, are we pointing on old Portugal and Spain down here? The Portugals and Spain are getting upset at us. All right, let's see what we do. The prime real estate upgrade I don't hate. Max health for each weapon, not that great. Your properties get a chance to crit, kind of meh. And then your items have one value, no thanks. And so yeah, we'll take the extra 5% off this money tree activation. Now we're not going to have the money to purchase these large items. Let's take the shield. We can take the shield into the round here. Again, I don't know what these do. I want to fight Lord Arkan and get like the big epic weapon or whatever whatever he's housing. Let's do it. Let's do it. If it's anything like that last one, we just have no business fighting this big guy, but I don't know, it looks like he just does damage. Use all of your other items. When you use an item, deal 170. We can fight through this stuff, right? Get us some kind of Gatling gun at the end of the day. Once our Lion Cane hits and heals us back 1500, we should look pretty decent, right? Especially if it's dropping crits. It's got 45% chance to crit. Might start hitting for 3k on this next swing. I'm gonna get him on this next one. Give me that crit. It's got to be 100% now, right? 77. Pretty much 100. Get fucked, bro. Okay, what you got for us? He's gonna give us a battery. I can already tell. Thrusters, just as shitty. Fuck you, dude. At least we get the level up here. So we upgrade the heal item, get a heal item, or gain income. Yeah, let's upgrade the money tree. I guess there is a world to where we would maybe want to upgrade the bird. In the sense that we get more opportunities to upgrade the money tree, but like if we have 2 opportunities to upgrade the money tree, the game's just going to be over anyways. And so we'll go ahead and take the upgrade there. Leaning towards just taking the max health, getting up to almost double. So it'll get us just short of 10k. Purchasing small items doesn't seem that spectacular, right? We need to really just hone in on whatever our build is doing at this point. Heal and regen items. Hey, there's that bird upgrade. Don't hate it. What's this thing do? When you use an item, heal equal to this item's value. I don't hate it, but it's we're not on theme for it. Take a roll. Probably can't afford any of this shit, but don't want it anyways. Okay. Aight. Sell these golf clubs. We're not going to use those at this point. Just short of 10k health. Such a big number. So big.
Boring.
Look at how little health this guy has. Only 4,500. Embarrassing. Our health is bigly. Start to say stuff like that now that we get another 4 years of Trump. Say it's bigly health that we got out here. The biggest. I've never seen health so big. Seems like we're doing okay. Bring in the biggest. Is the game just gonna break again? I don't know. Like maybe this is just an excuse for me to upgrade my machine, but it seems like the game struggles with these late game battles. Now it was kind of okay for me in the previous video where we had a small item build with everything with 4x multicast, and it was just like a big, like, spewing of pixels on the screen. But it seems like this board shouldn't be lagging, but I don't know, maybe it's a network thing. Maybe they're doing all the math on the network side and it has to hee-haw back and forth or something. I don't know. But one away. Let's see if we can finish this off. Take a chance on a rare event. Yeah, dude, I'll take a chance. What you got? Upgrade an item. Alright. Get us this big time health. There we go. There's that bigly health. Up into 10k. It rolled up to 11k and then dropped down to 10k. Interesting. Get a lot going with these junk items. We could probably just buy them all and sell them all. What do you got? When you sell this, your heal items gain 10 heal. Seems okay. If this is on your board at the start of the day, no. When you sell this, gain health.
Now you're doing your part.
Sell this, gain regen, sure. Don't have poison items. Don't have haste items.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Alright, so that stuff seemed reasonable on the first round. Now what do we got? No bonuses, no bonuses. Regenerate, sure.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that fine.
Your enemy's shields nothing. No. When you sell this, your weapons gain 4. That's pretty non-interesting at this point. And then I'm not certain what the cloak does. It does something, right? It just the tooltip's broken today. I don't know what the deal with that is, but it's a thing. And so yeah, that round could have been a lot better if we were in that space of having you know, something that happens when you sell a small item. But we just haven't seen the thing at this point, and so it is what it is. So what do we got? Lord Arkan? Is this the guy we fought earlier? That was the Void guy that we fought earlier that just completely fucked us up. We beat this guy, right? This is the use the Eclipse and get the thrusters, and so I assume if we won last time, we should win this time. Maybe we'll get something, right? Maybe we'll get a skill or something better than thrusters. We deserve it. We deserve it. Gotta call Raynad at home. Tell him the game's lagging. Get it together. There we go. There's that big crit to end the day. You give me one of those skills? It's like a burn skill. Your large weapons deal plus 120. Doesn't do anything for us. Spare change, shield, or spend all of your gold to gain max health. Might as well at this point, right? We only have 1 day left. Get us up to 15k. No reason to purchase anything. Gain 3 gold's a bit of a bummer. Temporary boost, max health, please. There we go. Give me that plus 15 hundy. Almost up to 20k health. Just short of the 20k. But you know, I think if we had the build around items, we could have gotten there. All right, let's see what's up. Looks like he's just dealing damage. I can't tell if this is a build that's going to scale on us. But like we're gonna lose a reasonable chunk of health, then we're gonna hit with the lion head and then immediately go back to full. Oh, that wasn't true. But we're just 1 hit away now, right? Looks like we're gonna hit for 3.6. He doesn't have any heal, so as soon as if we can survive out this last 10k, the last blast should get him. Seems like once the lag is done, we're good. I think we got him. GG. Easy 10 winner. And so yeah, that came together kind of nicely. I was interested to see how that would go in the sense that, again, like there's a big weapon or a big property that whenever you sell a small item, you get plus 10 health, and then as it upgrades, it goes to like 20, 30, 40. We didn't have anything in this run that like when you sell something, you get that bonus max health. And so I think that, you know, we could have pretty easily gotten up to like 25, 30k health if we had some kind of item that actually supported what we were trying to do. It just didn't make an appearance. It didn't turn up, and we weren't able to get that big, really high-end scaling thing at the end of the day. So as far as the build goes, that was nice. The Lion Cane did turn out spectacularly. Again, you don't need to have the Lion Cane with lifesteal to have it be good. That would be strong enough on its own, although the heal was pretty strong here. The only other thing to really call out is you have to have some kind of scaling attack or scaling damage, right? We got away with the Lion Cane because it hits so hard, right? This was hitting for like 3k damage a hit at the end of the game, which is just, enough. But under normal circumstances, you need something like that golf club, you need scaling poison, you need scaling burn, something that's going to be putting incremental damage on your opponent, because you can't really count on just going to the sandstorm every game and try and kill your opponent with that. Otherwise, I think our build here, the mid game sucked. The money tree cane belt was good. The stuff here at the end is pretty changeable, right? We didn't really hone in on these items too much. The bandages, the bird, the succulents. I think that we had a good idea at the start, in the sense of knowing bandages will turn up early, and we had that frontal shielding to give the single shield item that big bonus, so that we knew we could fight through a lot of early games with that. But I was spreading just a lot of fake news in terms of the amount of shield items that would turn up, and I need to get a little bit more Pygmalien under our belt before that comes together. But as inexperienced as I am with the game, I think the big key piece of advice to take out of this one was what, we dropped somewhere in the middle as to where your plan doesn't have to be good, but you do have to have a plan. And we did come in and start trying to chase after this max health belt lion cane kind of thing. And that's where we got up to this big number here at the end of the day. And so could we have done better in the mid, done better in the late? Absolutely. Could we have managed our economy better? Most certainly we could have. But at the end of the day, that will come to us as we get more experienced. Again, like the game's been out for about a week, and we haven't got to play it for nearly that long. But at least, figuring out the strategy that we want to go after and then chasing it down worked out pretty good here. So nonetheless, good stuff. I had fun with that. I hope you did too, because that is going to do it for us today. So hope everyone enjoyed the video. Hope we maybe learned a thing or two along the way, and you had a good time watching. This is Bustin' Weed. Thank you for being here.